This episode is brought to you by twolinedmusicutstore.com. Twolinedmusicutstore.com is your all-access to culture. Check out cultural merchandise like leggings, hats, mini boxing gloves, and bags. Also t-shirts like hip-hop, nature, rock bands, reggae, and dark fantasy. Fast shipping worldwide. That's twolinedmusicutstore.com. Now let's check out this episode. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Cuts Entertainment Report podcast. And as promised, we brought back our special guest. That first time he was talking about selecting, this time he's going to be talking about producing and management. You know, we have in the building today, we have none other than Just Screw in the building today. What's going on, Big Boss?
Greetings, Muscle, and greetings to you and your fans and all the people in the world who love Just Screw. Paul love, yes. Yeah, they are both being to Sister Carol and she said, "Well, Mr. Love, that feel when Sister Carol said, well, Mr. Love, greetings, Sister Carol." Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then you see right now, as I said, last time we were talking about your selecting journey from Ray Symbolic, Stereograph, and Papa Moke and stuff like that. But now we want to get into your production and management saga. So then let's kick it off from here. How did you get into producing and stuff?
Producing is from the sound years. So I would have associated myself with Sir Captain Dad, Duke Reed, and all of the sound man them. So I'm a sound producer. I'm in their category. Mm-hmm. Start the sound, then I start to produce after. Then I write to produce up some tune, produce up some Earl Cunningham, Barry Brown, Tristan Palmer, Tony Tuff, and Sugar Mine in Jamaica. But it moved to England, and when I moved to England, the production moved to England with me. So you're in England now, and you start to produce same way. But you're doing the thing, and it was like a building your label. My label was Time One Records in England. You're building it up now. But by the time you're building it up there, then comes along, Barrington Levy. I met Barrington Levy at the stage show, so we exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And then we start to make links. And then Barrington hear the rhythm, and then I sense the rhythm. And then come check me. I said, "Boy, Just you have something for that rhythm." So I say, "Yes." So we go upstairs now, our little place down Harley Street, the Hall stand. And we listen to what he has to say, and I like what he has to say. And me and him going to a business conjunction with me and him, and we voice up the song, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We voice the song up at Easy Street Studio, and we fling it out on the road, and it's one of the fastest songs you ever see take off. People love Barrington Levy, stand up around the sound and upon the pipe, and people just love the song. The song kicked in a big year. It was the number one song of the year. It was the number one song. It was a hot song. It can't remember the rhythm to that song make a Channel One.
Okay, that's where it was originally made.
Yes, them rhythm make a Channel One studio. Mm-hmm. But we carry the 24 job in England, and then the song come back to Jamaica and terrorize the whole world under my sense. Barrington kick it off in a gear, and then suddenly me and Barrington realize we have a little vibes together. So Barrington come check me again and tell me, say, "Boy, watch out. I have a vibes to a song," and I say, "Hear the song," and I say, "Do." And him say, I tell about here I come. Da, and the inter and do. And we quickly I arrange the musician then.
Yeah.
I arranged up the musician, Larry Silvera, Bobla, Carlton, Michael, Jaboni, at Easy Street Studio, Stanley, Bobla, everybody with us and Barrington, we start to show the musician. They never get it quickly after a while, but Barrington is a man of life who does things quick, Barrington is a quick person, him sing quick and do it right. So, yeah, look at him and the guys in, but we get the guys in, if you understand, say, I saw him want it for done. And me I support it too, because we don't already that on the sound understand it too, and the guys then lick the rhythm and everything. Mm-hmm. But me I have to go to New York because I have to go to New York, my spot. The spot down in New York, then a VP, where she start up, she called me up and said, Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer said, boy, he's a good man for deal with, so she want to put out some records. So I said, all right, my spot. I fly out and go check the spot now. I carry some flat stamp and everything, but check the spot and carry some record. But by the time I did New York for 2 years, no, what happened is before that, Barrington Levy go to a show in Brixton Academy, and Barrington get a chance to do a acapella of the Here I Come song.
Okay.
So while I was down here in America, Mr. Palmer called me from Jetstar and said, Governor, you have a song named Here I Come? I said, yes, but it don't mix yet. Mr. Boy, the song kicking a gear and people want it, people are hard at the song. So I have to fly back up and we get in the studio, mix down the song and everything and get the song out there. Here I Come's gone again for Barrington Levy. So Barrington Levy are the number one British Jamaican artist of England. I run the place muscle.
So he has 2 songs now, which is the first one, Under Masensi, and the next one,
Here I Come. Yes. So Here I Come, say him at the top man now, I do all the show and I do everything because Here I Come kick for him. And the same Here I Come now, the whole world now realize them here and I'm saying and me and Barrington Levy. Say Barrington Levy and just go work now. You understand? And then the next thing they hear back, Here I Come, all they can hear down at Jamaica, it work in Jamaica. Never Lee called me and said, just do that, and we send out the team and Jamaica run. The sun run the place hot. The song end till the song enter the British chart.
Okay.
Yes, man, and I go on good in England. Everybody I rock with it. Barrington upon the old grey whistle test. Barrington upon top of the pop. It was Barrington Levy again. Barrington Levy again. Till me and him now, we have an idea now. We have an idea of say Barrington Levy. We have a Bob and the song with him to experience. So me I introduced Barrington Levy to True Experience. So my friend now, I have a friend from America with that named Jimmy Gray. Jimmy Gray now introduced me to a studio uptown, Bounds Green. And when I go to that studio, I meet up with a guy. I meet up with Winston Sealer who owned the studio. But at the same time, Winston Sealer in a business with a man named Gary Benson. And we decided to go up there, we lick the rhythm. We lick the rhythm. Barrington Levy, I said, boy, him not like the song. He just doesn't like the song. But what I did, I never make him deter me from licking the rhythm because I feel the song to experience. So we start licking the rhythm and everything. Larry Silveira, we get everything right. Get everything right and it work. And Larry want to play the bass differently. So I have to shut down Larry and make Bubblers play the bass because Bubblers from Undivided Roots. So Bubblers play the bass and everything and the song lick right and everything and sound all right. Then the Barrington Levy asleep in a muscle. So when the rhythm done lick Barrington sleep and wake up. And them time they are cassette time. So you give Barrington Levy, you make a cassette for everybody. You make a couple cassettes, you make one for yourself, you make a couple, then you have cassettes. You Barrington Levy, one for himself, I listen to it, I like the rhythm. But the next few days, I went to Easy Street Studio, big, Easy Street had a big studio, and put up the 24 track and we listen to it, and we have Eddie them down there, we have Joe Richards, and we have Joe Richards, can't remember his name. And Joe them now, because them man now they fully computerized and know the whole change everything. So we add little things, we add some things to the rhythm, so the rhythm nice and everything. In my yard one day, my son called me and said, Dad, Barrington. I said, where is he? I said, give me the phone. He said, no, Barrington Levy outside. Muscle, we look and say, Barrington, what go on, Barrington? I said, the tune bad, a bad tune. So I said, when I go to experience bad. So me go and say, all right, me I come. We go down to the studio, what? But by the time, Barrington, I just call up Eddie and say, Eddie, nobody at work. Him say, no. We say, the tune we at work on yesterday. Bring it up. Turn on the studio. Barrington Levy, I come to buy it. So pump it up, make it sound good. As him walk in, put it in the big box, make him hear it and give him a good vibes. Also, when we get ready and reach the studio, and drop in the studio. Barrington Levy voice to experience in the wickedest way. Him gone, him damage up Baba and the song to experience. Barrington take it. Next tune again. So here I come at it. To go with third it now with to experience kick off, lick the whole world. You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing is these songs are coming from England, so it's not like they're coming from Jamaica. They're coming from England to mash up the place.
England, I tell you, and I'm working with some English musician. The only musician of this, two of them was Jamaican, but the Jamaican parents, Larry Silveria and Jaboni, yeah, they are Jamaican. Yeah, so working with them and some mashing up the place. We remember we fly down to New York, and we tell you, you're walking on the streets of New York, you hear two experience a beat out, a car cut it and go so. You hear two experience, you look, you go in a store, you can imagine your family at work and feel good, you know, say you hear your song all over the place. And then now, because we're on the way to Jamaica, so we fly down to Jamaica, link up with Steely and Clevie. How we know the two experience was a success now. Baba never another song named My Time. So we go to Steely and Clevie and we go on a jazz Scorpio and we lick the rhythm. We lick the rhythm for My Time. But lick up some other tune as well. Down in Jamaica, I lick up some tune and go back to England now and say Barrington, make Barrington hear the My Time. Barrington now like it too. My Time done a big hit again for Barrington Levy. So we gone, we be making it. Then one day we get to we do a song named Dancehall Rock. But we actually did do it. We actually do it with some people from England. Mm-hmm. Barrington Levy sing and then another guy was DJing. When we come back to Jamaica now, Muscle, cut your rams and carry the swing.
Yes.
Cut your carry the swing. Like how cut it with him. Dibby, and him sound the big vibe say, yes, me like how cut it sound. You can look for cut your rams on a east, man. One hold them and cut it sit down. With them talk about music. Cut it, we just sit down and attack. Cut it. Me and cut it reason about everything I want to talk about music till in the night. Cut it, I say, what? I'm say cut it, say we have a combination to be with Barrington Levy. And we make cut your ranks hear it. Cut your ranks hear the dancehall rock. And cut your ranks murder it. Cut your ranks and Barrington Levy another hit song.
Big. So then now, so this is the fourth one. This is the fourth one. So it was Under Masensi, Here I Come, Two Experience, and now you guys have Dancehall Rock on your hand.
No, this was My Time.
My Time, yes. So it's 5 of them you guys have.
Yes, man. We have put Dancehall Rock. Go on till we are Jamaica everything now. Because we kind of come back home to Jamaica now. Come back home to Jamaica because you're in England there and you say you want to do some vibes in Jamaica and you come home and everything. But what happened to me, you were taking a stage show down an Eagle Point and you wouldn't believe some man running a car out of Spanish Town. Send me to the hospital. Blues up to me get nash up. My family then get blues up, you know what I mean? And while I was like laying up for a little while, I was like thinking about music from my back, I think about peer music from my back and everything. I think about all kind of thing. But we'd already advised Gary Benson, who write Living Dangerously. I already did an English version of Living Dangerously.
Okay.
Yeah, because we do quite a few songs. When Gary Benson started to write, because Gary Benson come to me one day and say, hey, Paul, Barrington Levy, good voice, so good, and let me write some songs for him, and everything cool. And so we have all them song there. And we did that song. We did quite a few Gary Benson songs. We even covered the original song named Don't Throw It All Away. That was a big
Yes.
Anyhow, we get back myself in Jamaica now, feeling better now. I'm going to look for Slide On Bar. I look for buyer man and say, buyer, we want to remix some song, I say, I say, school, man, But I say, buyer started to support me. I say, school, line up the studio, man, and we line up down a Gussie studio, down a music works, man, and we bring in my musician. Well, I'm a musician, my bass player, Owen Reynolds, I'm a bass player, Because we never go back. We are from Patburn Pen, me and Owen Reynolds, I go back and we bring in right move and, you know what I mean, and slide upon the drum and, and we do a remix of Living Dangerously. We did a remix of Living Dangerously Muscle. Doing the remix of Living Dangerously, by the time I did the remix of Living Dangerously, I was thinking about a DJ. I listen to my mind already when I laid on my back,
Yeah.
I remember one day when I listened to the radio, I'm here this big DJ, big Lord of Mercy. Bounty Killer name.
What?
Bounty Killer the DJ. And by the time Sly licked the rhythm, man, made it sound good and everything. That time, before I inquire about Bounty Killer and Jammies in their own. So we took a trip to Waterhouse to look for Jammies. And Jammies, Jammies good to see me because we and Jammies go back from Tubbys days,
Okay.
We and Jammies go back from Tubbys day. We want to Tubbys and mix and all and produce song. Me and Jammies is good. So we say, Jammies, the DJ Bounty Killer want him to do a song and Jammies say, come check it tomorrow. Me go send, go tell him. That time Jammies, when we go on it tomorrow, because I have all Tingers Stewart to walk with me, Me and Tingers Stewart to spar. We say, yes, Me have Tingers Stewart to spar and when we go the next day Bounty Killer, straightforward talking man. He come and say, yes, veteran. The king tell me about you, say you're original and you are the original man for the business. And him say, you have the song here, for buy the song and him say, let me hear the song, and make him hear the song and everything and him say, look here, you're original man, you look out for you. I that you for touch me. That time me have people say, well, I pay my mind because he want my song and he ready to do the song and he hear the song and we book the time on a jam in the studio. Me and fat man them round them, took the time round them, killer come in and then killer Barrington Levy dance, start off and Barrington. Hey, when I hear like a rumor last night. Rumor last night. They say, yes, it's all right. Rumor last night. The killer bubble car, the killer young and hot.
Mm-hmm.
The killer dent the song, But the killer dent the song. We happy about the song, the killer dent the song. The song was a new style of song. It have some little changes where some of my friends them I say, boy, killer the song nice. Yeah. Most before we couldn't think anything. The song get to in Jamaica. Mighty Mike him start to play the song and the song just get to it. Living Dangerously get to it. But before the song get to it, no look for Barrington Levy and say, Barrington Levy, hear this. Mm-hmm. Barrington Levy again. He no like the song, that no sound good. So me say to myself, say, yes, from Barrington Levy no like the song, it's a big song this. Once him no like the song, it's a big song. Barrington no like it. But look for Barrington all the way at James Hill. Can you imagine the drive go so far at James Hill look for Bull. We say, Bull, hear the song here. And Bull, I'm like, you know what I mean?
What was it that he didn't really like about those songs in particular?
He just don't like it. He can't tell you. because a new style, a new rhythm, the rhythm change up. The rhythm change up. The rhythm change up and a different style and a DJ in there, a big DJ in there. Mm-hmm. But what I have to make clear, I am the producer. Mm-hmm. I am the producer who hear what I'm hearing. When everything go down on tape, I don't hear all of that already.
Yeah.
So it is a confirm it and I will mix it up, man. We'll go back around and Gussie, man, and Dr. Marshall, and then mix the song. Murphy threw on the voice on the new rhythm because on a computer time, merge them. Murphy put on the vice, peace, Barrington Levy vice, because a live rhythm it become computerized now. So you know, on a line now we are working with Pro Tools. We go to boom and once it click up and lock on. Murphy then be peace and the song nice. Come on, nice. With the whole more song that is prices, you know what I mean? We just come, you know what I mean? Living Dangerous, get to it. Barrington Levy and himself, get to it. Bounty Killer and Barrington Levy are the biggest song that clock the world living dangerously.
Crazy. If I remember good, there was even a music video and all that stuff for Living Dangerously.
It was what?
There was a music video for Living Dangerously also.
Yes, man, we do a video, man. We do all a video for Living Dangerously. Yeah, man, we do a video. Living Dangerously. It was a nice song. It done wonders for everyone.
For sure.
Sometimes people, we forget to talk about the people. But I won't forget to talk about the people. Because my experience, I'm not gonna forget to talk about it. We go for Bounty Killer and Bounty Killer come do it. It wasn't the only man that know about it at Jammys. You understand? Me go for Bounty Killer and say this is what you have to do, and we pay him for do it. So I'm not gonna forget to say Bounty Killer, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Done that song. And the song work wonders and mash up the place, and Barrington Levy, everybody I do well, you know. We start to do well with the whole thing, and we work on our album. But you see how the thing work now though. When here I come and mash up England, we actually get a deal with London Records, you know.
Okay, in the UK?
Yes. We get a deal for the album Here I Come. But for some reason, it never manifests. But we already made the album, so it wasn't a problem for me. We put it out on my label because my label was big enough. Time and label, a big label now. And we, you know what I mean? And after that, me and Barrington go on and work and many other songs. We did quite a few albums, me and him, you know.
Out of all of the albums you did, what would you say was the biggest album that you guys had produced?
Here I Come.
Here I Come.
Yeah, and Here I Come is a big song to us as well. But all these songs have different meanings to us because Under My Sense changes our life.
Yeah.
It changed our life financially and everything. You know, me and Barrington, it changes our life. We started to live well. And
at this time, did you start, when this song had came out, did you start managing at this time, or you guys were just doing records together?
I become an automatic manager for Barrington Levy. Everything Barrington Levy do, I'm doing. Barrington and a manager. Because Barrington was how should I put it? Barrington wasn't an easy artist, you know. Barrington, people say sometimes to me, say, just who, you know, how you manage Barrington Levy for so much years. Me and Barrington Levy been working for over 30 years. Make lots of album and lots of it, me and him. And I was everything him come to me, everything him call me, any trouble Barrington Levy call me next of kin in England. Him call me everything. People them start to call me Uncle Screw.
Yeah.
So, you know, we go through that period, we do album for Island Record and you know, say, as we say, it's time for the change. So it's time to come home. So you have to put it back in perspective. Time to change. When I talk to Mr. Palmer, everything starts to change around. And I'm the kind of person see things that change around. So I come back to Jamaica and through me and Green Seed and did good and I work together. I started to turn over my production to them. They was good people. Chris Cedric and Chris Cratton, they was good people to deal with, you know what I mean? Honest people then.
And that was where one of your albums came up, because I know you guys had done a couple of albums together, and one of the albums I know that had
Burning Point.
Which one had two different names? Was one called an album you guys did called DJ Counteraction, that was for the UK, and for the American it was called Duets. This is where you guys did songs with all different artists to some of his original songs.
Yeah, I get the idea. You see, what I realize is enough things happen. I get the idea to fuse Barrington Levy with all these big DJ. Beanie Man, Frisco Kid, Lady Star, Spragga Benz, Reggie Stepper, Fragga Ranks, Cutty Ranks, you know, a few Barrington Levy. So I call that album, I get that idea because this is how I function. I get the idea, say, when I do an album named Barrington Levy DJ Counteraction, and Barrington is on there with different artists. Bounty Killer, everybody, you know? Yeah.
And how come you guys decided to give it two different names?
No, what really happened, you know, what really happened, the business was working at a time where you have the right to put it out up in England and you have the right to America. So I already know Rastrick, Dr. Dread. So, you know, I know Dr. Dread. So I start to flex with Dr. Dread and say, Dr. Dread, put it out. Because he was a good man. Dr. Dread is a good man. So, but he never call the DJ Counteraction. He call it Barrington Levy, do it, you know what I mean? And at the same time now, I decided to say Barrington Levy collection because Barrington Levy have some nice songs. So I put together a Barrington Levy collection. And I never want to call it the best of Barrington Levy because it's Barrington Levy. The best was yet to come from Barrington Levy because I'm hearing Barrington Levy sing, you know. When I'm sending me some lyrics, I'm run to the lyrics. Me, Barrington Levy are singing it. Yes or no one change. Barrington Levy are singing. Barrington Levy are my singer. When me know, me and him have the golden touch. We have it. We have the golden touch. We prove it, you know. So I collect some songs of Barrington Levy. I even put a few Jones songs on the album, the Barrington Levy collection. We pick up some few Jones songs and put there. We don't want to be partial. I put pure my song. We just presenting the thing properly. We have some Jones songs, which I will put them on there as well.
Good. And that's good because you're representing the artist, not just what you think in your mind. It's the artist you want the best, wherever the songs are coming from.
We're not a time for it. We the people, I am the kind of person. We don't want to have the glory already because people hear me as select and see me do all kind of things. We have the glory and thing. Thousands of people come to dance hall and scream and shout and tell me say they're the best. So anything what we're doing, we have to do it as a journey. This is my journey. My journey in producer, my journey in selection, and my journey in movement to journey. Now we're in Jamaica. Chaka Demus.
Yes. Okay.
Chaka Demus called me. We don't want, I'm saying, come check me and we don't have Jeremy and we don't have music production and slide roll. Chaka Demus come in the next side and say, just go. Why? Never sing, I sing a bad. I mean, I listen to him. And I listen to Chaka Demus because Chaka Demus come in the next side, excitement. Oh, I'm a DJ. No, a DJ, singer, sorry. Who are the singer? Pliers. Pliers is the singer.
So this now here was the starting of the Chaka Demus and Pliers journey now.
Yeah, we are in the Chaka Demus and Pliers journey now. But Chaka Demus already going to do a song for Sly named Murder She Wrote.
Yes.
Then him come and me and him start to do some work too. And sometimes I say, you believe me? You don't believe me? I saw him going, no. Every time Chaka Demus says something, guy he gets Chaka Demus is a very tough DJ, and Chaka Demus, we did some song and him decide say the singer and him and the singer mesh. But him already do a song for Sly named Murder She Wrote. So me and him aspire Murder She Wrote a swing. I becomes their automatic manager, manage Chaka Demus and Pliers. But people at Jamaica never realize that when Chaka Demus and Pliers are born the world, I am their producer, just who is their manager. Paul Love was there. When Chaka Demus and Pliers hit the British chart and I mashed up the place, I was there as their producer and their manager. I get the deal with them with Island Record. I fly up and down and get the deal with them. But Sly is a good man and Sly respect me and I would and I never work on the album. And Sly say, manager, go find this song here. Let me get the song and tease me. I go to a Aquarius studio and I buy a song that's like, say, manager, go buy a song here. And we go down a Aquarius studio and get see. And we go down there and we buy some song. We buy some tease me. It's a bad song. Something on there. And even some players have nothing on the chart. Thing, me and manage them now, and we don't manage now.
So were you managing Barrington Levy and Chaka Demus and Pliers at the same time, or these are two different times?
Well, Barrington Levy the kind of want to establish back himself down a James Hill with the farm and things. So Barrington Levy take a break. Then set up himself down there. Because we come back home now, so Barrington Levy set himself and go and do the farming thing and set up all kind of business. Because Barrington Levy a businessman, you know. Not business man though. Barrington Levy a builder. Barrington Levy a furniture man. He's a farmer. You understand? I run shop. I run all kind of things. So he kind of deal with that. So Chaka Demus and Pliers come in at that time when we have the room. And at the same time when I was managing Chaka Demus and Pliers, you Brown assist me to, you know, you Brown are my assistant, I tell you. Yeah man, you Brown did it with me up in the Kingston, there up in the Child, and assist me with the management, you know, you Brown.
Didn't realize that at all.
Yeah, because you Brown, because you see, we have a close friend them, you know, because you see, like for me, we like genuine and article people. And my journey along my way in England, I meet some people. I meet, as I tell you about Jimmy Gray already, I meet Bognall, I meet Percy Diamond, you know what I mean? And all these people, we are friends for 40 odd years. You know what I mean? Bognall him coming like my brother. We can talk to him about anything, we can call him anytime. Percy Diamond, because these are the people now. These are the people who are supporting me, say, go on, as a producer, because now, when I really play a song again, and me have them money, me have Percy, I touch me, and Bognall, I support me, and you have Jimmy Gray, I say, boy, Jimmy Gray remix back, here, Jimmy Gray said to me one day, he said, school, let me remix back, Here I Come. Jimmy Gray remix back, Here I Come was a hit. Here I Comes a massive song. Because Here I Come must sample over 40 at time. I lost count.
Wow.
Yeah, I lost count. So that is how the song is big. Yeah, and that is how the song is big and I'm sense. We can't talk anything recently. And so recently, DJ Kali used it. DJ Kali used and I'm sense in a theme song and bring a whole for DJ and it big. But them touch base with me and tell me I'm send them on the acapella. And I was wondering what happening, but he was doing his thing, and then one day all of a sudden me hear play things that go on and me hear the song that go on and everything that go on. Them call me up and send it to me and I listen to it and I say it's different and all them things there. So the big DJ Kali with Barrington Levy the pan. I am the original producer for that song. Kali them do thing, put for them thing around it and chill up for them thing.
Because if you even listen to that same song you're talking about, it's with Khaled, Bounty Bojo, Keopotan, and Barrington Levy. If you listen, that's the original under Masensi. They just put
the original vocals.
Yes, man. And even the beat. If you listen, they just change it. And yes, they just change it and put on like a 2021 type of hip-hop style to it. But if you listen down in the beat, you could hear that's the original beat in there also.
Original. That's an original song. That's the same rhythm. That rhythm work wonders.
Crazy. Okay, so then let's...
everything work wonders because I can tell them more things. There's so much things that just do the people didn't realize. So we are now here that we can say. That song, under my century rhythm, 40 years or more song that. One day, Bulby and Father then come to me and say, we are use our fight now. We give them a use our fight. So when you hear JAH works and weapon of destruction, I'm my rhythm that. Yes. Capitan and Musiyami Bolo. Yes. That rhythm when I hear Fatah is put out that rhythm, both JAH works and all them things and way by sing on it. I produce that rhythm.
So when you do something that's so prolific in the industry, when did you actually understand the business of the business when you started producing?
No, you see, everybody, like me and everybody who start the business never understand the business. So I give thanks when I'm in England. England kind of woke up my eye. You have guys up in England, Rebel MC do a version Here I Come. And this is one of the man them would make we know say there is a thing named publishing. All along me have all them big song they around the place. Just couldn't know none about no publishing. Just put them ready there. Just put them want to send some record out at the back of the car. We don't know about publishing. I'm here with big publishing. So we are selling some record. Mr. Palmer buy some record until we have everything till we start to know so the business. Majority everybody in the music business in Jamaica start off after love of it. Love. They might know the business. I just know we kind of know the business. I know the rights in the business. So therefore, I am one of the people that who encourage guys to know about the business. Because when I come back to Jamaica, I have my hand in things. I am on JAH start, the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association. I was on the board as the artist rep. But at the same time, I was there. I am a versatile person. I'm gonna big up a man named Charles Campbell and Carol Lawrence. Them people there, we see Charles Campbell now push reggae month. Charles Campbell is a man where he's so enthusiastic about reggae month. He push reggae month hard. I'm there with him. I support him and everything I do. The only thing with Charles Campbell, never get the support for reggae month. But him put in 10 years and made the name. And me was there with a whole other people was there helping too. But I big up Charles Campbell because he is the man who is responsible to push reggae month 10 years and make reggae month, Charles Campbell. And you hear him from the horse's mouth because I was there, we look pick up and look thing I do. And I see how he's too that. If everybody help Charles, man, Charles keep something in reggae month come along. Charles do anything for reggae month, Campbell. Big up Mr. Campbell. Yeah. And then, the crisis that I go on now, I done all of that. So, we can continue. And Chaka Demus and Pliers get wicked and all over the place. I burn the place. Men them travel by the whole world. I see Chaka Demus and Pliers lock down the world. I was there with them.
So it was you guys, all you guys touring the world and doing all this stuff?
Yeah, we on tour with them, man. Now, me and them manager, we have planned dates all over the Caribbean and places. And see those two artists, Chaka Demus and Pliers, they are massive. Me, with my own eyes, see them Ram Stadium, Black Street. You know what I mean?
And why do you think the world took on to like a Chaka Demus and Pliers so much? What was it about them so much?
It was unique. Chaka Demus hardcore DJ with chatad. Pliers smooth. So the ladies them love, it's like the ladies them love him style when him depend. Smooth and Chaka Demus a chew it because Chaka Demus not wrap up, Yeah. And the whole world loved them, They did their time and they done it very well. They could have done more. But me and them, me do my time in them and then move along. So, but we go to the same way. We have a little difference, But we love them same. We love Chaka Demus and love Pliers.
How long were you guys working for in the first place?
Working for a good little while, I didn't know. Because me never count up time. I have to go back on the paper. Me have some paper where me get deal for them and this and that and thing. Them call me when them ready. Chaka Demus call me and do things sometimes. Pliers call me. Even right now, I work on an album with Pliers, doing some nice song. But COVID time come around and it slow up things and everything not function in the right way. So what we used to get our mileage out of things, we're not getting it anymore because all kind of little chill. We not get the full way because man now get to go up on tour and man now get to do proper interview. But we working on, we're still working. I'm still working in the studio. Yeah, we are people we are work with because we are work with Pliers on an album and we see a youth named Liquor Roberts, my friend Red Rose, Red Rose, the introduced with him, said, Red Rose, I tell me, say, Red Rose is the icon in his own way, because Red Rose is the man that like to push artists. You see what I say? And the next thing, as I said, push artists, I remember, while working with JAH, the whole thing, I give them the idea, say, I'm a bounty killer. Because when I see a bounty killer, the bounty killer emperor, bounty killer was a nice person, though, in cross, miserable and angry, Yeah, I could understand. I could have say a man with a speaking mind. But I mean, I like him. So I give them the idea, say, I'm a bounty killer. And I say, bounty killer? I say, I'm alive, man. Yeah, and some people are gone, but I'm a bounty killer, man. And because when I look at bounty killer record, bounty killer, half of the DJ them out there, it's history bounty killer making up. Because bounty killer was artist, was stretching man to that and say, come and put them out there. All my history in the business, I have to respect him. Bounty killer bring all kind of artists. And I don't, and I say, I remember that when I go, I think it must be the governor. The governor for go up and reggae song splash, and I know reggae song splash loaded. I don't even know, so I'm going to tell life of myself. Yes, the governor, when I put on the governor never ready for go on it, and then the real governor, and Bounty Killer did the governor 2 songs in the prime time. Bounty Killer reached out to us. When we look around, all of the man, them want to carry the swing. All of the man and the cartel and the this and the that. You know what I mean? Bounty Killer is there.
For sure.
Great Bounty Killer.
He's done a lot of amazing works in this business here. There's a couple of stuff I want to, before we even move forward, there's a couple of stuff that I want to see in the background here too, with even the rhythm for Under Misensi, all right? I knew it was made around Channel 1 is where you built the rhythm?
Yeah.
And it was with Roots Radix. You were using that
Roots Radix band, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was that experience like working out of a Channel 1? Because Channel 1 has a different sound.
Channel 1. Channel 1 have a good sound. Mm-hmm. Channel 1 have a good sound, but Channel 1 start great guys have said to me one day, say, just go. Channel 1 have 16 track. And the 16 track, you can boot every track individually. Great guys have tell me that.
Okay.
Yeah, man, great. Two tell me that. Two tell me, say, Channel 1 and the 16 track, I will go down there for sell. But I will love it when we go down there. You must know, say, one whole week. Mm-hmm. I go to Ernest, mother, where I book the studio until I say, it was so sweet. I spent one whole week down there lick rhythm. We did love lick rhythm, you know. We have tons of rhythm. We just lick rhythm like nobody's business. We lick rhythm with Slide and Robbie. We lick slap rhythm with Roots Radix when Roots Radix was a big band. Even Steely didn't have the band, you know.
Steely was in Roots Radix?
Yeah.
Fast. Had no idea.
Steely was in Roots Radix band with Flower Holt and Style Scott and Bingy Bunny and Dwight Pickney and Harmonica guy, I mean, again, so well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a band. That was a band. When that band they play for you and lick rhythm, the rhythm sound even sweeter than him originally made. No disrespect to the original, rhythm nicer. And they didn't say, like for me, I look at youth. No, I'm telling you, I look at youth, we love it, you know. We love the music business. We left welding, left music meaner. Play sound good, God, bam. Everything I work well, producing, kick up, and I do it well, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy, because I know it was Channel 1 where you had to actually create the rhythm, but when it came to mixing down the rhythm now, that's where you had to go over to King Tubbys to really get it going on.
Voicing and mixing at King Tubbys studio. That's where you get your best voice and everything. Let me see Tubbys, man. Tubbys create some messages sometimes. We done some things you want to make. Because when you lick the rhythm now at Channel 1, wherever you lick it, you have to start to tie up drum and bass. You have to tie up peanut for left one space. By the time now we are produced, there is no space for the backing vocals. And the king himself, when the backing vocal go on, King Tubbys balance up the song in the mix. I would have put whosoever holding the harmony, either Tristan Palmer or Richie Mack, in there. And you take a test run and when them come in. So there was the harmony mixing down in the song. That is how versatile we was. Good with 4-track, but we are getting the best mix.
And that's crazy. 4 tracks we're talking about compared to now where it's unlimited amount of tracks where anything you could do. But the music, how it sounded and felt back then on 4 little tracks, 16 tracks was amazing.
Was a great studio, a great studio. The king did start to line up himself. He have a bigger studio around the back, but his life got short, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That was a sad day of our life to know that some unscrupulous person cut across the king life, you know, because the king, we all started like rhythm around the back, you know, the king build up the thing, start build up the thing, you know. Mm-hmm. King Tubbys that build up the thing around the back and his life got short.
Were you in Jamaica when that happened, or you were away at that time there?
No, I was in Jamaica when it happened, you know. Mm-hmm. Yes, the king there, because we and him and Jammies we were close. Jammies are original Tubbys eyes. Jammies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. The whole away, you know what I mean? Around there with him, man. It was a sad day of our life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the amount of stuff that you go through in this business. As you said, you lost King Tubbys, you lost Ray Symbolic, but you continue to move on and create these massive hits. These amazing artists.
You see the thing is that, you know, I was on a mission, you know. Mm-hmm. I was on a mission. I am protected by the Most High and my journey, because you don't know already, I'm sure you say, my mother was my mother and my father, and my mother carried me back here too. My mother carried me to the Greenwich farm. And then two we go a trench town and go a rose town, and my mother tell me, say, leave out, the mother try to say the badness, because the badness not work. My mother carried me one day to Mr. Campbell down East Avenue where the welding, and carry me to Mr. I saw me getting at the welding. I must my mother carried me to Mr. Campbell because she knew him, because we there, you know, and say, Mr. Campbell, I said, I don't want a rude boy in my yard, you know. And my mother said, him a rude boy, my boy. They tell you say, I'm a good boy. Most of the morning, when me dress up, go to put on my clothes and walk with my clothes and go there, Mr. Campbell say, but change your clothes and come back. Mr. Campbell point me to the hog pen. If you go clean it, and I will, you know, go there for day, you know.
Yeah.
Some of you look a while and I say, because you know, you're a young hot boy, I'm going to come tell you about, lay mind and talk to yourself, you know. I'm going to come tell you about clean hog pen. But then if you're a while and I meditate and I think, then me and my mother talk to him and say, I'm a rude boy, do what you say to do. And my mother always tell you, say, you have to do what she tell you to do if you want to survive in this life. I'm going to go, so whap, and him show me, brush off what you brush off this song. I test me, you know. Because I'm going to look at him and say, you come tell man about clean up pen. I'm listening to my mother and go there and brush it off. We turn family with them, you know, because I turn welding and I learn everything from them too. But he might test me. I test him, you know, them man, you know, I will be testing to see how you stay. I'm just going to whap up and clean up everything. I'm not going to do that. No, but well. So I'm sure you see a testing. We go through all the tests of time.
Right through there.
You know what I mean? And
You're right.
And we still surviving in this game, because I'm certain that I am protected by the Father, because the Father blessed me with a family and good friend, you know what I mean? Good friends, you know what I mean? Now, and then I'm going to tell you something, I have a good friend, because we're going on a New Year now. Who you believe now opposed me hard to go in a production hard? Tad's Darkin. Tad just today.
Yes.
Tad's a man that love music, you know. Tad's, you know, I say a man that love 24-track tape like that. Tad just love to say 24-track tape. They love the music so much. We and Tad's. We go to America and we are par with Tad's. We are still up at Tad's, they have a 228. I hope I get it right. White Plains. And Tad's a boots, so go to Jamaica or lick with him. Build with him, this, that, and build with him. Tad vibe shop and go down to Jamaica. Tad's come down to Jamaica. So I am safe going to say I'm one of the first producers of the Tad's Darkins. You see him there. So you see my history big. Tad's around the place somehow. I'm his first producer when start to make song for him. This is how I'm spreading across, spreading the love when I deal with people, licking rhythm for tads.
You know what's so interesting too is you never went to school for any of this. This was just something that from the cook to selecting to doing all type of stuff, and then you just ended up being this person here, managing all type of stuff. It's like you can't make up your life even if you tried because of all the stuff you went through and on a high level at that too.
No, because you see, more time when I talk to some youth more time, I'm telling them, what is for you is for you.
Mm-hmm.
And what you come on earth to do, you have to do it. There's no man can stop you. That's why more time I tell a youth, say, don't worry yourself, man, just keep making the song them. Nobody worry about say them now push you and them now. I say one thing you must understand, you need one song to go through the gate or open up the gate. Mm-hmm. And when that time comes, there's no powers on earth can stop you with that song. Because we got through enough things with the America, we are Nicodemus. With the America, we are power with Nicodemus, you know. And enough we came put the thing them together, the amount of people. All we tell about sound up in England, I never tell about a sound named Jungle Man sound. I'm not tell about a sound named Mafia sound. Because Mafia sound up in England was a part of real symbolic. Stafford Douglas. Yeah, enough things. And then the people, since that sound interview come out, people drag my memory and tell me about some dance I deliver. Mm-hmm. Thousands of dance I play.
That's so crazy to even think about that. But how did you and Nicodemus connect in the first place?
No, Nicodemus live in New York, you know. Mm-hmm. Nicodemus was in New York heights, and then he was one of the DJ on Papa Moke's Hi-Fi, plus Clive Field Marshall. Mm-hmm. Clive Field Marshall was on Papa Moke's as well. So we have a look. Well, I tell us that Mikey Jarrett put him a selection of people together and Bill and Boots Papa Moke and you know what I mean, and even you Brown as well too. You Brown would have left you Brown live in Florida and you Brown not fly up come to Hamilton hotel because Papa Moke is based in Hamilton almost all over America. And you Brown now come and chat the so you know me plan my dance and put you Brown on it and you Brown come mash it. There's so much things even you Brown. Sound we could even tell everything that sound because I remember something. When Rankin Joe couldn't buy when certain things happened to Rankin Joe dance, because Rankin Joe used to have the woman used to fight with Rankin Joe. And woman who come and dance and broke fight and Rankin Joe get down at and you Brown take up the mantle and hold the dance. You Brown, big you Brown, hold the dance.
Yeah.
Cause him like when you ride the sick and you Brown step up. You Brown is a big DJ.
Of course, legendary foundation. I can't wait to actually speak to him too, because I know he has a lot of the stories that needs to be heard also.
Well, he's one of the men who signed the Virgin, you know. Big signed the Virgin, him.
You Brown was signed to Virgin, boss?
Yes, man.
I did not know that.
No, man, them play them Jews, you know what I mean, and they're still here, you know what I mean, sounding great, see me, because the other night on Daddy Rye, on the Daddy Rye anniversary, no, night or day night. Mm-hmm. Him come down, hold the mic and mash the place. Because him can't sound like you right now. Just like Rankin Joe. That's what him can't sound like him. Them feel like.
So, because I know they started out with the U-Roy style and then they formed their own type of style also to do what they were doing. Let's talk about some of your awards that you've got throughout your career here. I could see behind you have some awards. Tell me about those awards you have behind you.
Yeah, we get record breakers from Canada, and we get the Tamika Awards up in New York, and recently the government of Jamaica give me an award, say I'm a icon, mm-hmm. and then the Reggae Industry Association ordained me as a producer as well. Mm-hmm. And so nobody other award them up in England where you producer of the year and you have the best song and the best duets, the best combination, you want to call it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because even the red one in the back there, I've seen a couple pictures with you holding that red one. What is that red the red trophy in the back there?
It's from the Reggae Industry Association of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
They honor me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they honor me, that red one. And also they honor Ray Symbolic as well too. The Reggae Industry Association have a honorary department. What they started to do is honor people who've been in this business for years
Mm-hmm.
and never been recognized.
Mm-hmm.
I see some of those guys who sing the business for years, somebody actually give them a award, they cry. Because this is how the business is. The business they were put together. That's why I am happy now to see that the business is more together right now. You know what I mean? The business part of it is coming together. All the people in the business need to do is to unite for the simple cause of reggae. Because reggae is a great music that it done wonders for a lot of people. Changes people's life.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. Out of everything you've done, from selecting to managing to producing all this, what would you say would have been your favorite part out of everything that you've done?
Well, my favorite part, is the notes I could have. I'm happy that I'm one of the good producers. I don't know where they're gonna fall me, but I am happy to know that as a sound youth, start off on the sound. I'm one of the recognized producer of the world.
Mm-hmm.
That brings joy to me to know that, you know what I mean? I get emotional here. Sometimes I will hear a music I play and I remember today was a time when I don't even know different from Saturday night around the sound. You know what I mean? So I get joy from all those them two things there as a selector. It's in my blood. If I am retired now, but if I the other day know Daddy Rai, I touch the sound and right away something spring and blood.
You did touch a song the other night.
Yeah, I touch the sound down there, man, and I feel the blood. While me go around sound in my blood.
Mm-hmm.
Sound in my blood, me,
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. If I have my if I want to go selection together, I would play some tunes same way. I wouldn't play like this style, this style that I play. And I every now and then I get a little play where my style. Cause I remember now,
Mm-hmm.
I play Sturgraph more than one time. Mm-hmm. Left and go back. I play Sturgraph with Josie Wales, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We go out and America play about in Miami. So like just like how he was my DJ to the Colonel. Mm-hmm. Colonel is a tough DJ, man.
Big.
Hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Me and the Colonel put on some combination play. Yeah, man.
Did you ever get a chance to produce any music with Daddy Rai?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a shame because I know something. One day I said to myself, I'm going to produce an album with Daddy Rai before him get free. But I know son him get sick faster. I plan to go look for him and then I hear him sick. He said, Daddy Rai, I could produce some sound, because I have so much rhythm. I was going to unpick some rhythm for him. Where I know I'm going to sound good on there and it will bring out him. But it wasn't meant to be. No.
That's interesting, especially coming from there. Sometimes it's the most obvious ones passes you because you think, okay, you would have done something with Daddy Rai, but it was something that was not meant to be. You know what I mean?
As I said to you, what's supposed to be will be, Daddy Rai, maybe the journey that was in my mind. Mm-hmm. I will never get to it. Mm-hmm. Daddy Rai fulfill his mission, and his journey. He actually weep the town and tell the people. 100%. And chill the musical list that coming your way. And as you Brown, I hear you Brown say the other day, him make DJ become artist. Daddy Rai done his work. Great.
Talking about Daddy Rai, how was his send off the other night?
Yeah, it was good, you know. It was good. It was good. A little thing, a little small thing keep in front of me the other night. But I went Phantom, I like Phantom Mojo. Phantom Mojo do his song in Daddy Ride. Daddy Ride. God bless you along that way, Daddy Ride. That was a good one. I like that. That sound good, Phantom Mojo. With the Daddy Ride. God bless you along that way, Daddy Ride. You know what I mean? And he speak well. I like that with Phantom Mojo. And I like Louis Culture track by and he was good too as well, you know, good to see him, you know.
Okay, so it was a mix of artists.
Huh?
It was a mix of artists. Old school original, more 90s and stuff like that came to support Daddy Rise.
Some new and then I think I was there too, you know, because Nitty Kochi sound good too. Nitty Kochi him sound good, you know.
Right now, 2021, I know you're working on the Pliers album. Are you working on any other albums, any other singles? You're relaxing. What are you doing for 2021 right now?
Well, I'm in the studio regularly now. I'm doing other things, you know. We're doing other things, all kind of things, you know, because me and Barrington called me up and tell me, say, you may want to touch up some rhythm. I say, yeah, and then right away, when he said that to me, I tossed my rhythm on WhatsApp, and right away, Barrington tossed me and say, hear the song for the rhythm there. So, if that to be manifested, we're gonna voice that song with him. And do a quick little demo because I'm run a slide. Because me a remix. I'm doing some remix at the moment with some song that people send me and things like that, you know, because sometimes people say, remix a song. So by the time you're in the studio, I remix the song and task Barrington the song. By the time you done a reach up, Mr. Barrington send me a song. I sing a song for the rhythm. So, you know, hopefully you might have a new Barrington Levy song with JAH will produce. But at the moment, I'm kind of doing some remix on the original song with him because, you know, I have some songs with Barrington Levy that never released yet. So one day, you know, I might get up and just start work on them, you know.
When you've been in the music business a long time, from records to CDs to now streaming, when would you say would have been the best time for music? Either where you could make some real good money out of music. Was it records, CDs, or streaming?
Record is the best part of the business. LPs, and not too much. CD is not too bad. Because CD is where the game changed a little bit, you know, because a CD was like a master. Somebody could have, and I like the record, if I'm gonna take it off of the record, then you pop up. You know what I mean? The CD clean, same way. But the record time, the period with the record was a good time, man. Good time when people buying LP and 45s, you know? And them time the people was proud. People was so proud to buy some 45 and LP. Because you see, it's England, you know. England was the best of reggae music. Not up to exactly now, but there was a time when record making Jamaica, nobody in Jamaica can hear it. Ghana, England. Because England was the place to be, because all of them original singer, Desmond Decker and Wayne Gray and Ken Booth and Millie Small and them people there, they make it up there, they hit the British chart. Desmond Decker, them hit the British chart. You know what I mean? Boris Gordon and all them people there, them sang in the British chart. That was the best of reggae in the reggae history. It wasn't America. You have to go to England for your record, for see some money out of their music.
Because when you told me when we first started, you told me a lot of those big Barrington Levys were recorded and came from England and then went back to Jamaica and across the world. To me, that seemed strange. It's like, buddy, but I thought everything was coming from Jamaica, then going out. So to see so clearly, England had to be a power base when it came to music. That time, especially reggae music.
It is because what happened. You see, why England should be the power base is because most of the black people in England, they are connected to the Caribbean. And England had them like a music scene go on up there, you know what I mean? Yeah, when I went there, I see some people singing. Peter Oningale was singing, Louisa Marks was singing, and Gina the Bamba. I did want to work with Gina the Bamba because she did sound good. I did want to work with Gina. So England was the place. England was the place. All of them talk about this and that and talk about people. Mr. Palmer was a part of the pushing reggae up there.
And that's from Jetstar, you said?
Yes, Mr. Carl Palmer. He was, when I go there, this is what I see. People, he might sell records Sunday morning. I used to remember go to a party, blues dance, and come here in the morning and them card and I say, go now. What me have been there and I'm saying today? I say, how much you want? And say, man, I say, me have some. You know, but I go to your bed, you just wash off your face, get in your car, and go give.
I guess so that's why you said records time.
You have all these people up there was pushing the music, even dub vendor too. He was one of the man who buy the pre-release and sell them, dub vendor, you know. You have quite other people up there, but Mr. Palmer was outstanding. When Mr. Palmer clicked, man, Mr. Palmer clicked at this, the clicking started the music. Mr. Palmer, you know what I mean? And then you have the major record company like Island, them now they have certain good things, because they be big. But they were still into reggae. Because you have England have Hasward, UB40, and you know?
Steel Pulse.
Them have them nice go band from my Birmingham. So you see, them that hold it too. So England become the big base. So I think, I don't know why it never expand, but what they should have done from my perspective, the BBC should have given reggae a proper chance. A record come out and it go to the meeting and it sound good. Don't put it on the D list, put it on the A list. Give it a fair chance. Because a minority record, then put it on the D list. And for me concerned, D, once it not an A or a D, it's whosoever hear it, we play it. Give the record a good chance. They never give the record a good chance. Them. Even some of my record, them used to talk about it having too much bass. I'm going to see them play a record with no bass in it. Them never give the record a chance. The BBC should have give the record give reggae music a better chance. Every look now and then them come like wash off this and wash off that and say this is that. But they never really said, if you're gonna give a reggae a chance, put it on the A list. That is that's what I think. Because all of them are the record they big, you know. The pop record and the this and that they big.
Yeah, so as I said, I got two more questions for you because I know you also, even with something like Two Experience, you would put out a rhythm juggling with that one there, didn't you?
Yeah, album named Just to Original Experience.
And was that your only juggling that you would put out, or you would put out some more jugglings also?
No. I was thinking of doing a juggling with I started thinking I could do a juggling with the Two Experience, with it. Not Two Experience, Living Dangerous Rhythm.
That's it. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, me have quite a few songs on that rhythm, you know. Yeah.
And that was your only juggle. And then even, do you think as a producer right now in 2021, juggling is something that's necessary or more singles does it right now?
As a juggling, it's good to put on a few songs, you know. 4 songs, but I put on 10, 20 songs. So, sometimes when I listen to juggling, some very nice songs in there, but it gets stifled because it's not every juggling it's not every juggling song get to play on the radio. They might play a couple, but some get drowned in it. So juggling is okay. A couple songs, 4 songs, but 10 and 20, no sir.
Too much.
Some of them don't make it. Yeah, a few juggling is nice, you know, I must say so.
All right. Last one here for you. You've done so much in the business, from selecting to producing to managing to doing everything right across the globe. What is left for Just Crew to do right now that you've wanted to do that you haven't tried, or even something that you want to go back to? What's left for you to do?
So I don't really, I don't really think there's nothing much. It's only one thing maybe, I mean, I may feel like depends if I might do. I don't have a studio.
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of go across my head to have a studio, because Ernest, 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 I said to me, said, school line up a studio. And so we start to think of lining up a studio. I'm saying if you have to start, I'm doing a lot of voicing. So if I get the right place, I will put up a studio, I put up a studio to do voicing and overdubs.
Definitely. Because again, as I said, you've done so much, and somebody like you, I definitely got to salute you and tell you, thank you for everything you've done in the business. If nobody's ever told you thank you before, I want to sit here and tell you thank you for actually doing everything you've done and actually changing the face and the sound of the music.
Well, we love it, because as I said, the music take you away from all evil. So I have to stick with the music. Because the music make I don't get in no trouble. Because trouble is on the corner there, you left the yard and you want to go out up a trench town. You want to do certain things, but the music take you away from all of those things. So I don't see nothing else I want to do. All I want to do now is to live, enjoy the rest of my life, because I can safely say I can give thanks to the Most High. I have a good life. I live well. So today I'm living well. LT and living well, and people out there showing you love. I tell you, that interview I done with you and the sound business, if you ever hear the comments that people send to me, it's like people was waiting for this one, man. People tell me all kind of things, man, And whenever time I travel and I go to like England and go anywhere, people is gonna be there to say, just true.
Yeah.
Mr. Love. Good to see you.
Definitely.
For me, I try to keep myself well, because I don't have no chance to keep myself well. And, exercise, eat well, and walk, and you know what I mean? When I walk out of my house, I walk with my days. I spend an hour walking. If I can do it every morning, I'm doing it, and exercise. Keep myself well.
You understand. Wow. Mr. Love, Mr. Screw, thank you so very much for actually coming back and completing this part here, because, again, we seen you around the sound, but there's a lot of people that didn't realize you were behind some of these massive hits. You understand? And this is what I wanted to display here today. And thank you so very much for sitting down with me again.
I'm going to salute some people. I'm going to salute my friend in New York named Delroy Campbell. I'm going to salute them people because they're a part of the people who encouraged me. And even my ex-wife, Bev, she supported me too as well, and her sister Jackie, Up in England there, they at the time when all of this was happening up there, they were my backbone and supporting, and lots of people. Sometimes there's some people I hope I don't forget them one. What I can get, I hear of a lot of people. Mr. Palmer and them people, they call me the governor because, he see me come to England and work hard. Work very hard. I just say, bam, I'm up, break her down and work hard.
Yes. Because you love it. When you love something, you'll put your all in it, and that's what you've done over the years.
Yeah, it give you such a good pleasure to see the fruits of your labor, you know what I mean? And things. So I hope I can, make some more nice songs with people them and Just see what happened
Yeah.
and give thanks to the Most High for keeping me, you know.
Yeah. Thank you so very much, sir. Again, as I said, salute. Let me give you an outro and get you out of here because, again, you came back and you gave us everything that we needed. And thank you so very much.
Yes,
All right.
Muscle. Thank you very much for having me. And the world, just be safe, everybody, right now, because the time is very tedious, but you have to just try your best and do your best to look after yourself and your family. Peace.
Peace. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Huts Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.